Hi, Yuko here. Today's topic is 7 checkpoints to master Japanese bows. You never know how the Japanese feel in their heart when they see your bow. I'm sorry to say, but it's so funny. Don't make me burst out laughing anymore. You gotta check your bow whether it looks strange or not. Okay, let's begin.
7 checkpoints to master the Japanese bow. Number 1. Action. Tilt your entire upper body forward. Don't tilt your head. Number 2. Rhythm. The rhythm of a bow is 1, 2, 3. Number 3. Where to look. Look at the ground 1 yard ahead. Don't stare at the person's face while bowing. Number 4. Hands and arms. Hands rest on the side of the thighs. Don't cross your hands or cross behind. Never bow with your hands together in front of your chest, like a prayer. Number 5. How many times? Bow just once. Never bow many times. Number 6. When? For English speakers, bowing is just after the verbal greeting is over. Number 7. No handshake. Do not offer a handshake after your bow. Greetings are one of the essential manners when dealing with Japanese people. If you ever forget your Japanese greeting phrase, there is another way to greet the Japanese. Bows. Even if you can't speak Japanese, the Japanese will be comfortable with you if you can bow properly. As long as you can bow correctly, you are just fine. In business, even if you can't speak Japanese at all, your job may already be halfway successful if you show the Japanese the proper respect by bowing. Because they believe you don't know anything about Japanese culture, they can be impressed by your consideration. Your proper bowing means that you have respected and made an effort to learn a Japanese custom. Therefore, the Japanese will try to reward you in some way. 3 big mistakes Americans make. Number 1. Bowing down many times. Number 2. Bowing with your both hands pressed, in prayer style. Number 3. Keep looking at the Japanese face or eyes while bowing. The Japanese interpretation by seeing your wrong bow. Japanese never show you that they are laughing out loud in their heart. At worst, it even makes them wonder, what is this American doing? This person is foolish about my culture. For the Japanese, a greeting is a humble act of expressing, I am honored to meet you. The Japanese perceive your incorrect bow, nodding your head without leaning your upper body, as saying, I'm showing you greetings in a Japanese way, but actually I don't care in my heart. So, let's learn proper bows. You only need to know 3 kinds of bows. Only 3. The primary bow is the one you often see on movies and TV shows. The other ones are the casual bow and the formal bow. Primary bow. Tilt your entire upper body forward and downward while standing. Formal bow. Bow while sitting in this seiza style. Seiza is to put your knees on the floor and sit back on your feet. The casual bow is a slight bow, either by standing or be sitting. You need to know only primary bow, unless you live in Japan. Or unless you are invited to a fancy Japanese restaurant for business entertainment, or invited to a Japanese home, you won't have much opportunity to bow in this formal way. Let's learn basics of the primary bow. The proper bow is not movements of your head, but the movements of your upper body. Tilt your entire upper body slightly forward from your waist. Expose the top of your head when you bow. Look at the ground, between the Japanese person and yourself. Bow only once, not many times. You can forget tilting angles. The most important things to pay attention to are the bowing rhythm and where you look at. Bowing rhythm is 1, 2, 3. 1. Tilt the upper body. 2. Be still in that position. 3. Raise the upper body. The more you bend over your upper body deeply, and the more straight your back while bowing is, the more formal it looks. Samurai greet that way. Let's talk about hands and arms. Both hands are down, besides your body. When you tilt your upper body, your hands touch the front of your thighs. Don't hold hands together and place on your lap. You look like a housekeeper or a receptionist. Your hands need to be placed separately on your thighs. Never bow with your both hands pressed in front of your chest in prayer style. If you do so, it is extremely rude to the Japanese because you are confused about Japanese customs and other countries' cultures. And also, don't cross hands or cross behind. It will be very rude in Japan. If you can speak Japanese well, it is normal to say greetings while bowing. But, if you are an English speaker, it is better to separate the bowing action from the greetings, before or after. Many Japanese try to understand what you say by looking at your face, but they can't see your face if you bow and speak at the same time. In greeting manners to the Japanese, there is one more piece of advice to add. Once you bow to the Japanese with greetings, don't offer a handshake. The Japanese regard your request of handshakes as a give and take. Your bow was a mere performance, and your humility is no longer considered.
How was today's story? In Japan, we say everything begins with greetings and ends with greetings. For Japanese, greeting means bowing and are not just a hello and bye-bye. Greetings without bows are a little bit meaningless, so master the right greetings with the right bow. See you soon! Bye-bye!